Henry V on screen. Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to discuss the cinematic history of William Shakespeare's Henry V. Henry V is perhaps the ultimate story of leadership and transformation. On screen, this play has been used for very different reasons, from a tool for wartime propaganda in the 1940s to a gritty, realistic look at the horrors of battle in more recent years. In my presentation, I will provide a brief summary of how directors have brought this story to life. Then, I will introduce you to the major personalities of the play, from the warrior king himself to the arrogant rivals and loyal soldiers who define this epic story. Henry V is one of Shakespeare's most famous history plays. When directors turn it into a movie, they usually focus on how war affects a country and its leader. There are two main ways the story is told on screen. The patriotic version. In 1944, Laurence Olivier made a movie to inspire British soldiers during World War II. It is bright, colorful, and makes the king look like a perfect hero. The realistic version. In 1989, Kenneth Branagh made a version that is dark and muddy. It shows that war is scary, messy, and painful for everyone involved. Essentially, movies of Henry V show the transformation of a young, wild prince into a serious and powerful king. Here are the main characters and their roles. 1. King Henry V, the leader. He is the heart of the story. In the beginning, he is a young man trying to prove he is fit to be king. His role is to lead his army against the French, even when they are outnumbered. He has to be both a tough general and a man of the people. 2. The chorus, the narrator. In the movies, this character often talks directly to the camera. Their job is to guide the audience through the story, explain the passage of time, and help us imagine the huge battles that are happening. 3. The Dauphin, the rival. He is the Prince of France and Henry's main enemy. He is arrogant and mocks Henry by sending him tennis balls as a gift, implying that Henry is just a boy who likes to play games. He represents the overconfidence of the French army. 4. Princess Catherine, the bridge. She is the daughter of the King of France. After the war ends, Henry woos her so they can marry. Her role is very important because their marriage brings peace between England and France. 5. Fluellen, the loyal soldier. He is a Welsh officer who is very serious about the rules of war. He provides some funny moments because he talks a lot, but he is also a brave and loyal soldier who shows that people from all over Britain support the king. 6. Pistol, the link to the past. Pistol is a common thief and a former friend of Henry from his wilder days. He represents the low-life side of the army. His role shows that war isn't just for heroes, it's also full of people looking for a way to survive or make money. Here are the 3 most famous quotes that appear in almost every movie version. 1. Oh, for a muse of fire. The quote, "Oh, for a muse of fire that would ascend the brightest heaven of invention." What it means. The chorus is wishing for a giant spark of inspiration. He is saying, I wish I had a way to tell this story that was as grand and explosive as the real history. Why it's in the movies. Directors use this at the very beginning to let the audience know they are about to see something epic. 2. Piece out our imperfections with your thoughts. The quote, "Piece out our imperfections with your thoughts. Into 1,000 parts divide one man." What it means. Use your imagination to fix our mistakes. When you see one actor, imagine 1,000 soldiers. Why it's in the movies. This is a famous meta moment. Even with a big movie budget, the director is asking the audience to use their hearts and minds to feel the scale of the war. 3. A little touch of Harry in the night. The quote, "A little touch of Harry in the night." What it means. This describes King Henry walking among his soldiers in the dark before the big battle to give them courage. Why it's in the movies. It shows the human side of the king. He isn't just a cold leader, he is a man who cares about his tired, scared troops. How to handle this in your presentation. If someone asks, what is a famous line from the chorus, you can answer like this. One of the most famous lines is when the chorus asks the audience to piece out our imperfections with your thoughts. This is important for cinema because it tells the viewers that they must use their imagination to truly understand the emotions of the war. One more bonus quote, not from the chorus. If you want to impress your lecturer, mention the St. Crispin's Day speech. This is the most famous speech in the whole play where Henry says, "We few, we happy few, we band of brothers." Why it matters. It is the ultimate team-building speech. He tells his men that even though they are outnumbered, they will be famous forever because they fought together. In conclusion, Henry V on screen is more than just a history play. It is a reflection of how we see heroes and war. Whether it is the glory of the 1940s or the realism of today, these characters show us the many faces of leadership. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed my on-screen summary of Henry V and you're passionate about English literature, especially the works of William Shakespeare, you're in the right place. Subscribe to my channel and like this page to explore clear, engaging summaries of Shakespeare's plays, from Macbeth to Romeo and Juliet and beyond. Join our community of literature enthusiasts, and don't forget to leave a comment telling me which play summary you'd like to see next. Whether you're studying for class, preparing for exams, or just love the bard, there's something here for every student of literature.